Sparky's on the loose. Just don't try a pat on that sucker.
Welcome, my friends, greetings. Welcome because that's the very first operation video for my channel since 4.0 hit. We are now in Knights of the Fallen Empire. This, as you will probably notice, is the Ravagers 8-man story mode, and I'm doing a pug run. I really literally have absolutely no idea what has changed, but I would expect this should be an easy run. I don't know these guys, it's a total random group to me, although I believe, I'll check in a moment, they are a guild, or at least most of them. This is a video recorded especially for YouTube. And because many of you have already started asking me, no, I'm not ready with guides yet, I don't know the perfect stats and I don't know the perfect combination of mods or anything else. My character is wearing just the same crappy old gear as he was before the expansion and during the leveling. I'm gonna show in a moment what kind of utilities I've chosen, not because they are the best, but because it matters really little for story mode, I expect.
Sparky mad! Here come the young ones!
I have a feeling we're going a little bit slower on the boss. That's why I'm staying on him for a bit. That hill will be the booster bug. We're going to take a closer look at it in a moment after the boss fight eventually. Wow, that was a big jump.
She's on attack! Sparky's later, they're always hungry.
Don't drag them too far away, my friend. We need them closer to the boss for story mode at least.
Sparky don't heal so easy.
Almost there. At least we've got a good tanks, I suppose, because they are switching properly. We're not wiping here from the stacks. That's the burn phase. I guess everybody noticed already. It was a little bit slow, I think. I don't have my parser on yet, but I will probably have to turn it on any moment now. Because after all, that's a test run.
Ah, so long, Sparky. You were a good girl, but it had to be done.
Wow, things went so quiet. It's a mechanic, obviously. Everybody goes quiet when there is boss talking, so we can clearly hear the voice. That would be the first boss fight. Wow, my fingers started hurting from the fight. I would like to tell you that my DPS is very similar to what it was before. 56, 55. "12 greens and 8 blues. I'm gonna skip calling them by their real name because it's too annoying. Alright, let's see if there is a way to quicker and easier show you what I'm doing eventually. Maybe like this. Personal stats is very small, and I guess if you have a smaller screen you would not be able to read it. And I definitely hate having that displayed while playing. I usually have all of these statistics on my second screen. I have the luxury of having two smaller monitors on the two sides of my main one. The fight was... how long was it? How long was the damn fight? 6 minutes 38 seconds. Wow, like quite a long one. Let's talk a little bit about the utilities. They are pretty much the same as I've been using before the update. One of the exceptions is Path Carver, because I like this for the trash pulls. Obviously for story mode it makes very little difference. And the second option that is not really recommended, at least I would personally not recommend it for all of the boss fights, is Brooding. It is something much more suitable for PvP or maybe for soloing stuff, because the pre-build stuff is very useful for anything shorter. For a 5 to 10 minute boss fight, one boost of 30 Berserk is not exactly that much useful. Depending on the kite, of course. This is where I love my AoE. My Prompto AoE does magic here. This is also one of the reasons I really love Carnage. I haven't tried Annihilation yet in Ops, and since this is the very first Ops I'm doing after the update, God, I've counted today, I've uploaded over 65 videos since the 20th, and today is 25th of October, so that's quite a lot of video stuff I've done. Excuse me for delaying some of the things, like for example at the time of recording this video now I still haven't created a tutorial or a guide or whatever it is going to be on the Alliance system. would have been a good idea to see the amount of credits. So I think I've started with about 900,000. And if I don't forget, by the end of the run, I will check what amount I have then and see if this is actually anything new. Did I change it? Did I alter the amount of credits we earned during the fight? I have no idea what the hell this is. Oh, okay, I do have an idea. Maybe let's claim it so we don't have empty inventory space. It's all about doing maximum AoE on trash pools when you're playing Carnage. And since you don't have dot, with an exception of the new dot attached to Ravage, I would say it's really important to hit as many targets as you can with your normal DPS ability. When you focus on a single target, you can use your procs then. And if you're wondering, I've actually inserted one of these into my gear. So this is Conquered Exarch's meditation robe. Everything else from the outfit is Fearsome Harbinger. And I think this guy looks cool. Obviously the color scheme is a little bit altered because of the place. I totally forgot to use a stim. I've asked Zentrax, a close friend of mine, to lend me a stim because I didn't want to enter empty-handed. I completely forgot to use the damn stim when we entered. Really curious to see first how the guys are going to pull this AoE pull, and second what kind of damage I will be able to do. Apparently I'm running with the guild, well, almost a full guild run. Hot Top Squad. That's an awesome name, I must admit. Fight is nearly over, and checking upon the DPS meter, it says just under 17,000 DPS for this fight, which is pretty much similar to what I was normally pulling with Volt in my best gear character. Obviously now this guy has nowhere near anything optimized, not for the old standards, not for the new standards. It is good to have more crit. That much I can tell you already. More crit is more useful now. Critical, you know, the critical stat has accumulated surge, and its diminishing return table has been changed. I can't tell you how much exactly because I still haven't found the ratings, the exact ratings, and when exactly it starts becoming useless. But right now my character has a lot of crit as well as alacrity. 8% alacrity, which transforms my Ravage into 2.77 seconds instead of 3 seconds. The default duration for channeling Ravage is 3 seconds. This is just a statement. It by all means doesn't mean to provoke you or to advise you to follow these stats. It's just what I'm using. And based on this crappy gear and crappy stats, it's crappy because the operation is supposed to be for the newer gear, 208 was it? I'm not really sure. And anyway, I'm using a total mixture of, I have one mod 207 because this slot was actually empty. The mod for my helmet was empty until half an hour ago. And there you go. Most of my gear is 180 to 198. But I only have like probably a couple of pieces 198. Look at my main hunt. Lovely, yeah? 186 nightmare gear. That's how long I haven't really seriously played my character. It's not like I'm lacking the tokens. Look at this. I have quite enough. Well, not on the Radiant side probably. Maybe because I haven't done anything actively. The guys mentioned there's going to be a break of 10 minutes at some point, but I'm not sure if that's it, or maybe they're just discussing tactics for the upcoming boss pool. Second boss, Bulo. I guess we're going. Yeah, it's not like I was prepared. Come on now. Whoa, this is a tough hit. I did use my aggro dropper earlier. I was expecting the tank would taunt immediately, but they didn't. Therefore I used my aggro drop to chase my stealth ability a little bit too soon. And it's not the exactly perfect way for dropping a Marauder. You know, the Marauder needs to take damage in order to drop aggro with stealth. That's kind of a unique way for the ability to be working. It's not the same mechanic for other classes. On other classes, you just hit the ability and you drop a specific amount of aggro. Must say I'm still struggling to find real usage for Mad Dash in PvE. But I'm sure I will. With a little bit more tweaking for at least some of the bosses, I will find good usage of that ability. No. You want my Ravage. Come on now, turn him. Or maybe we can move a little bit more towards this side and clear more space from the tanks. Gotta say I love the sniper AoE. Nothing more fun than a sniper completely blocking the AoE radius around the boss. That's not new though. It hasn't been introduced with 4.0. That's an old lovely moment. Oh no, come on. Dude, damn it. It was a little bit unfortunate. Thank God at least it's not exactly in the middle, so we can still find space to DPS. It reminds me of the bonus boss in that Rishi flashpoint. I can't even remember which one it was. You remember the guy with the compounds? I haven't done the flashpoint actually since the one and first time I completed it. After that I think Power nerfed it seriously. And the bonus boss is a lot easier, although I think most of the mechanics are still present and kind of challenging, I guess, if you're doing them for the first time. Really? I think that's just playing on the melee DPS's nerve, and it just seems that we have 2 melee DPS's, which is the usual number for an 8-man team. Remember, when you're using Mad Dash, you're resisting. So that makes it the perfect ability for avoiding stuff beneath you. Nearly done with that guy. No challenge at all. The only challenge was that we actually challenged ourselves. So the story mode is just as easy as it was before. The damage is a little bit higher, I think. The incoming damage. Obviously the outgoing damage from us is also higher, because with this totally crappy gear and with the bolster, which I forgot to check, I'm doing 4.4 DPS. That's more than what I was doing with Bulo in this fight. And I'm doing Carnage, which in 3.0, as you probably very well know, is the inferior spec. By very little, but still inferior, especially for one target boss fights. Are you doing that on purpose, man? Let's do check the bolster buff. Where are you? Just stop moving, please. Your base stats. Oh, come on.
Why aren't you at delivery? Better get your ugly rearing gear.
Maybe I'll just make a screenshot of it and read it later because it keeps moving. Your base stats, gear stats, ability, rank, DPS, armor, incoming healing, shield chance, shield absorb. That's the screenshot making. What else? Shield absorb and combat level have all been increased while participating in a story mode operation. Boring, boring, boring. Let's roll for that. I won't win. The guys mentioned the rule. I must say yet another thank you for all of you guys who keep subscribing and resubscribing to the game using my referral links. That allows me to do all the giveaways. You see, almost 20,000, and 2 days after the recording of this video, I'm about to spend 6,000 on a giveaway for 3 of the special tokens from the cartel store. These tokens. Where the hell are you? These tokens. I have a special video dedicated to that. If you haven't seen it yet, go see it and participate. As I build more cartel coins and as I purchase more cartel coins eventually, I will be able to do another giveaway. For now, it's just 3 tokens. It's 1 token for YouTube, 1 token for Patreon, and 1 token for Twitch. Do you guys see the chat? 1 minute AFK, the healers have to poop. Damn those healers. Oh, okay, DPS statistics. While we're waiting, personal stat, and switch to display. It's very, very small. Can I maximize it? I think I was able, yeah. Well, I'm clicking, but it doesn't work very much. Oh, okay, that's how it works. It's been a while since I've used Star Parse. Obviously, Star Parse is my favorite tool. I've made a video when long before it was actually completed and long before everybody learned about it. So I hope that you are amongst those 10-12,000 who saw the video already. If you haven't, just do a search on my website or on YouTube. I'm guessing many other people have also overviewed and reviewed it. Maybe even some have done it recently after so many updates have been done to Star Parse. But basically, these are the stats from my second boss fights. These are the stats from the first boss fight. Again, testing period, crappy mods, not optimized gear. Don't pay attention to these numbers. I'm sure in a week, in a 2, in a month, all of these stats will go much, much up and higher. But just for now, just for the purpose of testing, I think that will do the job. And yet again, here is what my stats say. 34.24% crit. I haven't built that myself. It's just by default given to me by the bolster, which I'm not sure if I can turn off. Okay, apparently I cannot turn it off. As well as all the mods transformations. Many of the mods here were different before the 4.0 update, and this is because BioWare changed a lot of mods and removed some mods with the introduction of the brand new Mastery main stat. I think that 1 minute turns out to be a little bit longer, but hey, if I don't forget, I will have an annotation for you on the YouTube video to be able to skip that downtime and get to the next trash pool. Or maybe if I'm not too lazy, I might even work it up so we can have a mini menu allowing you to jump straight to the boss fights if you prefer. Although this is a full run and I'm blabbling all the time, so maybe you will enjoy running it on a background while you're doing something else. Maybe while you're working. I used to love listening to SWTOR podcast because especially in the first years before the launch, I remember Torocast was the first, and then we had Dart Hater. Dart Hater used to be my favorite until about 3-4 months into the game, when the guys hosting it and leading the website and writing on the website one by one started falling apart and just drifting off, leaving the game. So after that I started finding other podcasts. I believe somewhere around late 2012 I think I found Utinicast, and it has been my favorite ever since. So shout out to Jason. What the hell? It's Theo. Why did I say Jason? Jason is from... No, come on. Almost missed it. Here comes the fun part. Third boss is usually the challenge for pugs. However, reminder, this isn't really a pug. I'm the pug member, but these guys are 6 out of 8 in a guild. So I'm guessing they also have TeamSpeak or Mumble or something else. Yeah, that's really easy. Oh, I forgot to maybe mention it, that the Ravagers, damn it, it's not displaying here. The Ravagers is not daily. So today I believe the daily operation is Dread Fortress. And if we were doing that, we would have received some kind of an extra reward. I wonder if I have the Ravagers quest. Come on now, tell me I have it. I guess I don't. Let's see if someone can share it. Apparently I didn't have it. For Carnage spec, combining in an AoE situation dual saber throw with gore and sweeping slash is extremely important, and it can boost your DPS through the roof. I would wish to switch here to Annihilation, but no, actually I'm gonna stick to Carnage for the rest of the fight. Maybe next time, tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. Good news is I have 2 weeks off, so I will have time, plenty of time to experiment next week. Since the bolster is active, I forgot to remind you, you can actually join as a lower level. Let's see if anybody here is a sub 65. Nope, apparently all of the guys here have early access and they've already reached 65. Well, anyway, when you're doing these ops with or without the group finder, damn it, again it's empty because we're in an ops, you get the bolster bug. It might be a bug, but at least not for now. I haven't discovered any bugs with it. The bolster buff is buffing all of us. You will see that my HP has jumped to about 71.3, and usually outside of the operation it was in the range of 53,000. I don't remember the other stats. Just by memory, I'm gonna say I think I had accuracy at 104.3. Critical was 27 point something, and crit multiplier, which was the surge, it's again beneficial substats from critical coming from the same crit stats. There is no surge anymore in the game, so crit multiplier was 59 something %. I definitely don't remember the damage and the bonus damage and the secondary damage. A quick check. Since the first boss, I've earned about 20-ish thousand credits. Not too bad. There is no repair bill here. I don't know if actually there is if you fail and if you die, but at least the opportunity to... not the opportunity, the danger of you dying is very small, very minor. If you really want to kill yourself, even if you jump from a cliff, that wouldn't hurt your gear, that won't destroy it or damage it, so you still won't pay repairs. You really need to do your best if you want to wipe on an ops. But let's not say that, because we'd still have 3 bosses before us. You never know what may happen. Come on guys, I actually have plenty of time to check out my social accounts, update of my YouTube channel. All of my stats obviously on my YouTube channel jumped through the roof for these past few days. Obviously uploading 60 something 70 videos for 5 days is beneficial, more or less. But I'm really proud of what I've created so far, and I really hope that you guys will benefit from it and you'll find it useful, all of these videos I've created. Some of them are very short, some of them are longer. I've done my best, and I keep doing it as I keep mastering and learning all of the new features. Like for example, I expect tomorrow there should be a video about the alliance system as soon as I go through it second time, because only one time is not enough. You never know what may happen. And you never know what is unique for the character, what is unique for the faction, what is unique, or not what is unique, what is global for everybody. I would have to do it at least 1 or 2 more times on other characters to be able to tell you how exactly it functions, which companions you can get, how you can get them. Obviously, I've done quite a bit on this guy. This is the guy that yesterday soloed the heroic version of the Star Fortress. It turns out to be a lot easier. I did it without the buff, so I still have to check out how that buff works. For that, I will need to bring one of these 4 available companions to rank 3 at least, and for that I will need to do some more alliance. Maybe I'll stream that live tomorrow, we'll see. It's a little bit confusing, that whole table. And because, you know, BioWare doesn't rescale windows, I will have to scroll like mad to be able to take a look at all this. I wonder if they changed the fire animation yet again for this fellow, the Mad Wookie. Maybe not, don't think so. If they did, that would be pathetic. They can't change the same thing twice. Hello, shoot lasers. Nope, they haven't changed it, or at least it looks the same to me. What do you guys think? As a matter of fact, I haven't done that boss in the last month or so. We kind of stopped raiding before the expansion came up. Move to that side of the boss unless you have stealth. If you didn't know, you can use stealth. Damn it. He is going quick, although not as quick as he used to be. He used to do it before. My best attempt at story mode, but that was with crappy gear because I haven't done this guy in story mode in ages, but from what I remember, my best attempt was about 1 minute 40 something seconds. Let's call it 150. And here is a demo of how camouflage works. The boss just doesn't push you around. If you haven't discovered that yet, well, you're welcome. If you stay for a couple seconds inside the fire, it's not really going to hurt you much. Although if you stay too long, you may eventually die. The cooldown of the Wookiee Rage is very nicely timed with... Oh, shoot lasers, hi guy. With the Force Camouflage, so pretty much you can use it every time it's available. Oh man, that's one long fight. What is that? What? Oh, I guess I haven't done it with Skokks. Nice. Damage, very, very low. Actually, in the range of what I was doing at level 60, 44, 55 it says. It might change in a moment. It usually does after a little bit of extra calculation, but here are the personal stats for this fight. One more time a reminder, just in case you're skipping through the video and if you've missed my previous comments, my gear is totally unoptimized. I'm still in a process of testing things, so these numbers are nowhere near anything real for a level 65 DPS, let alone for a 65 Marauder. Check for the money, nothing much. Have you ever noticed how the guys on the background have nothing to do with the people joining you in the real boss fight?
Good to be back.
Why the hell am I displaying this one? Holy crap, sorry. I hope I wasn't displaying the stream UI all that time. That would be frustrating.
I'll run this tub for you. Get you up nice and close to Cora. This is your captain, you lowly bunch of lowlifes. Your real captain.
That microphone looks like as if it's been taken out of a 2003 game.
Here I come, Cora.
I'd forgotten how long this animation actually is. Man, that suit looks cool. Maybe in black it would look even cooler, but I don't have money to spend on a black and black dye for my ult. At looks cool in orange too. Not in a combination with the... Whoa, hey guy. Not in a combination with the blue and black lightsaber, but anyway.
Operation Dunderhead dispatches go! Over.
The boss is almost in that stage. There is the transition.
Here comes the boss.
Now again, I don't know why, but the guys asked us everywhere to go on the boss, on the mini boss. Master. That's really bad if you ask me. But hey, let's keep giving it a chance and see how it works. Trying to buff the group a little bit for defensive.
Heads. No one takes all those Ravagers and lives.
That's the next phase. Let's be aware of the green stuff. Thank God this ability is finally useful for something. Now, another unfortunate news, we're gonna have to go again on the little guy, because that's what our leader asks. That's their tactics, and let's try and do it properly.
find us some proper fight. Rejiggering for optimum dispatchment.
And that will be the burn phase. Time to use a couple of cooldowns, time to boost DPS for those of us who can or have something. I personally don't have it, and then I'm really cool. See, at this point, the big guy blaster shouldn't be on 45%. Or at least that wasn't the tactic before. I don't know if something has changed.
Don't worry, I got more for you.
As you know, the tactics for that fight hasn't changed in terms that the little guy takes a lot less damage because he's got a very powerful buff. Not the word shield, excuse me. He's also very unfriendly for melee players.
Someone fix me up! Don't let this be the end!
That is the fourth boss fight. Apparently again, I have never done it as Gorks, that's why I'm receiving these updates. Or maybe they're new for 65, I don't know. It is very likely that they're new, I didn't even check
Gotta
it,
make
damn
sure
it.
that backstabber doesn't get away.
Again, 12 greens and 8 blues. I'm gonna roll for this thing this time, because it's transferable. Oh, come on. That's very unlucky. DPS wise, a little bit higher than hard mode, obviously, but still quite low. Let me try and show it to you guys. Click here, I hope we have the DPS results. 3921 says this thing here. APM 46.4, that's quite low, but remember there is a lot of downtime in this combat, in this boss fight. So 46.4 when it's actually primarily a single target encounter. I think it's normal. I can't even remember what it was for me in hard mode, level 60. Once again, a reminder on this is probably going to sound pathetic in a week or 2 or 3 when I gear up, but for this extremely poorly geared character, that's a good result. He's doing more than before.
Got some nerve, you bunch of loonies. Sticking your noses where they don't belong. Gonna cut them right off is what I'm gonna do.
I see that the bug here is still present. The hand icon tool never turns yellow or orange when you're in range, because that's the signature when you are allowed to click on something, when you're in range of that something. For those of you who might be wondering, I've said that so many times throughout the years. Rocket Boost is one of the first things you should purchase with whatever you have available to you from the cartel market, whether it's real money or cartel coins from your monthly subscription or something else, or maybe from the from GTN in-game. the best thing really to purchase is this. After that it's the color crystal, but keep in mind I've already heard that the color crystal now depends on artifact unlock, so if you want the color crystal we will have to also unlock the artifact gear. Now, let's see while we're waiting. Oh, we are not waiting anymore. Artifact gear is here somewhere, probably in the unlocked section. Well, that's a lot of lag, a lot of lag, not too much compared to before though. It's pretty much similar lag. Lag, I mean, by lag I mean low FPS. Every time I say lag I mean something different. In this case it's FPS. The other one is more correct to be pronounced as latency, because it's not... I don't know which one is more correct, you can tell me. How am I doing money-wise? Let's see. Not much money. No. Definitely not a huge profit. There is a little bit of profit here in this trash pool before Corotani though. It's a little bit better because obviously we have a few waves. And they all dropped in between 2,000 and 4,000 I believe per character. Obviously if you do that in 16 man the money would be a lot more. That's another 2600 credits from this trash pool. The good thing is you rarely die. We wiped, what is it, 2 or 3 times on Master and Blaster. First the healer kept dying and then the tank kept dying, and obviously by the time one of the tanks dies, the second one also gets very quickly killed. Even though it's story mode, it's still tough to one-man tank it. I don't remember if I've ever tried it. I'm sure it's doable because a couple of friends of mine have done it, story mode 5 people. Although you need at least a second person with a taunt from some specific boss fights here and there. I wanted to try it 5 or even 6 man it. No, I think we've done it 7 man, not sure about 6 man, but 5 man I never had a chance to do it because nobody wanted to. I would have loved to be able to do this. Maybe now we can have a chance to do it. This with decent gear definitely looks like it can be done with 5 people. Group them up. Just like that. A little bit too late though. That's a nice grouping. This was a definitely good pool finally. One trash pool done correct.
Across me, Cora. Didn't think you'd hit me so soon, did you? What, you think my new business plan? We're on the way for a pound.
And we are at the final boss encounter, Kuratani and Rugar. The
So,
bird.
you're the sorry bunch who fell for Rugar's blubbering. You could forget any promises he made you. I only backstabbed him because he backstabbed me first. It's what he does best.
And it's time for a quick drink while we're watching the animation. If you're drinking something yourself, cheers! I expect nothing different from this fight, even though it's level 65, it's gonna be the same tactics. We have the bird marked apparently, so I guess everybody jumps onto the bird, and then on Koratani, then begins second phase. Second phase should be easy. I'm curious to see what the one shot would be when someone goes under CC by Rugar. Guess they've changed the tactics. It's not the bird focus first anymore. Well, it gives me a little bit of time to check what I was about to check before, the trash pool. Where the hell is the artifact to unlock? Artifact equipment, 1200 cartel coins, not too bad. Although, it's really better if you spend your cartel coins on something else and just unlock preferred status. You would feel a lot better if you're a free-to-play. The free-to-play model is really limiting the game. And the fun coming from the game. Oh, what the hell is this now? I suppose maybe they are drawing the ideal situation where the green things would be... I don't know what they would be. We'll see in a moment what kind of strategy these guys are building. Oh, we have dead people. I don't know if that's a bug, or maybe Drew Carrymore is performing some kind of an animation. No, it looks like a bug. It just got revived somehow. I don't know why, but my character really starts to remind me of the Iron Man. Look at the massive suit he is wearing. Everything seems to be metal. Except that it's black and yellow. It's not yellow and what is it? Yellow and red, I believe, the original suit of the Iron Man.
Here we go, Pearl. It's on.
Whoops. The bird likes me, the bird likes me. Well, nothing much to say. The fight is pretty much the same as before, but for those of you who may not have done it before, we're focusing first on the bird. It's gonna go away any moment now. When you get the freezing buff, what is it called? Double down. It's a good idea to, of course that's not double down. I'll have to wait for the buff to get it. Double down, as a matter of fact, is you've been hit with a ricochet shot. If you are hit again, you will take damage. In harder difficulties, you will die instantly. Thank God for story mode, nobody cares about that. This was a very short buff when the bird knocks you down. If I remember correctly, the boss might enrage or do something else. It's even been a while since I've done this in story mode. I don't know the differences. So that's why we don't want to finish the bird. We can't do that anyway. I believe I've done it either way in story mode, and it's not a big difference. The poison isn't really doing anything in story mode. If I remember correctly, it was cleansable. But even if nobody cleanses it, it's all the same.
Oh, you scum-sucking!
And it's time to go all the way over there now and click on the escape pod. Because we're moving, this is kind of a transition, we're moving to the next phase. We've got 4 ads to kill quickly and then Ravagers, who is actually going to be the final boss. Where are you? The only special thing it does, in story mode at least, is he focuses on someone from time to time. He says something which I can't remember at the moment, but as soon as it happens I will tell you, so you would know. And obviously avoid the yellow stuff on the ground. Anything on the ground is usually avoidable and you should avoid it, otherwise you would take damage, but in story mode the damage is minimal. There is a dot on me which can be cleansed. Periodic internal damage.
Nice try.
As soon as the text appears on the screen, you have to be careful. But the mouse droids are kind of harmless. There it is. As soon as the text appears, someone is going to be stunned and we should stop doing DPS. However, this only lasts like 4 seconds maybe. The mouse droids usually spawn and target one, I believe it was random player. Correct me if it wasn't random and I'm mistaken, but I think it was random in story mode. And all you have to do is either take the damage or maybe go away and take the damage solo, because it's a small AoE radius. Might be a good idea to move away. Yeah, that's good. That's better.
Nice try.
The red text should appear any moment now, I think. There it is, just after the call. We don't want to kill our friends. And we can start DPSing before it's even finished.
Nice try.
That is, if for some reason the team is pressed for DPS. To get stunned randomly, not the special stun, you can always use a stun breaker, just like I did. I hate it when he jumps just when I'm about to finish my Ravage. You know that the last hit from the Ravage channel is the best one and the strongest one.
Nice try.
There is the little mouse droid, I hope you saw it. Whoa. Really, I took aggro in this point of the fight, at this later stage? Alright, I'm gonna sit idle for a while. And I've been using my damn aggro dropper correctly, mind you.
Nice try.
There it is, don't kill people. Oh man, the little guy does nothing.
Nice try.
Cora. 9%, the fight is almost done. He admits defeat. And now we would attempt to escape, but we all know that's impossible. However, I hope I can at least reach and show you guys the pathetic joke power did with us. Oh, come on. I'm channeling... Escaping... ... question mark, lovely. I don't remember the question mark. I'm sure it's been there before. My DPS is low. Well, it's actually low for level 65. For level 60, it's not all terrible. This is the reward, as well as an update for Rugar. The reward is 24 basic, 24, wow, that's a big reward, elite, and 8 purple, which used to be ultimate commendation. This is it. I expect the video will be probably no more than 40-50 minutes long, depending on how much of it I cut. Of course, I will cut out the wipe on Master and Blaster. Nobody enjoys watching these. Let me show you the DPS results for the final fight, just out of curiosity. Once again, remember that's not anywhere near decent as what it should be for level 65, but yet again, everything here is bolstered. My character is using old crappy gear and a lovely 186 main hand. Hey, I finally have a chance to win something. Oh, that was for the tanks. My mistake, my mistake. I rolled for something with tank. Now what the hell is this? Main hand. Definitely have to roll for a main hand then. Saucy. I'm sure that other people will roll higher than 47 though. What was the tank piece I rolled for? Shield defense and mod with defense. And another 12 greens and another 8 blues. And then we have Mastery, Endurance, Power, Alacrity. I'm not going for this one though. Mostly because I've already won this precious thing. It's actually useful. Main hand is always the most important piece of gear for every DPS class, especially for Marauder. I'm actually very lucky. This is the best one to be able to loot, and that's actually on my very first ops. So I guess this is where I wrap up the video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it, and if you did, do not forget where the like button is, and also share it on all of your social accounts so you can help me and reach more audience with this video. There's gonna be much more and hopefully better ones in terms of performance. But I hope you have liked my commentary and my entertainment on this one. See you next time. Bye bye.